The Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Make it Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street.
Good morning, everyone. Wall Street Beat, Crypto in Crypto. Yes, as the title and the picture says, it's finally happening, ladies and gentlemen. Wall Street Beat, Crypto in Crypto. You hit the like, you hit the bell, all notification. So when we do go live, you get this stuff immediately. Go up to the top, hit that bell. Please be a subscriber. You'll become one of the wolves. You'll be one of the people that, well, you could say, hey, I joined this chat before 10,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers. I've been here forever, and we're going to talk about it because there's so much to talk about. Even Instagram, I've been giving you some news here and there breaking, but can we talk about the biggest explosion, the biggest news of all? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't take it. I can't go no more. What is this parking lot? Does anybody know what this parking lot is? I think we've all been to this parking lot. Breaking news this morning. Wall Street Beat gives it to you. You can now buy Bitcoin mining hardware at American retail giant Walmart. Excuse me? Repeat that one more time. My brain doesn't comprehend. This is getting out of control, ladies and gentlemen. The macro, the news, everything, the positivity, the FUD seems to be disappearing. So please, if you will, hit the like and subscribe. I'm pretty confident no one is breaking this down to you this morning with this breaking news. As Bitcoin Magazine pointed out on Thursday, November 4th, it looks like you can now buy all kinds of Bitcoin-related products at American multinational retail corporation, Walmart. Now, don't go start running to Walmart. This includes just the base Bitcoin mining hardware from Bitmain, and you can see some of the products that they have. It's pretty pricey, but they do have this. And ladies and gentlemen, it's about time. It's about time. Things are changing. This is pretty big. It's pretty amazing to be alive right now during these times. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in something that is brand new, right? IoTs, Internet of Things. We're going to talk about that, right? Crypto wireless carrier helium, HNT. If anyone was familiar with that, please hit the like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. You come out of your phone. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. How about everybody hits the like button that did not yet? And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. And you can do that while we get to the rest of this news. Yes, we're going to break down Solana. We're going to break down Hunt and Helium. Helium Mobile will power Solana Saga smartphone. Pretty big news right now. The Solana Saga smartphone can be used on the upcoming Helium Mobile network. Helium Mobile pairs the Helium 5G decentralized network with coverage from T-Mobile's nationwide 5G network. So it's pretty big stuff right here coming in. Decentralized crypto-fueled wireless network Helium recently voted to move on from its own platform to Solana. So Solana gets another big win. A leading layer 1 blockchain network now that Alliance is set to get even stronger, with Helium and Solana bringing their respective mobile initiatives together. So pretty excited for this to happen. I'm pretty excited. Well, a lot of people want to know, right? What is Helium? What is Hunt? We've talked about Solana. We've not got deep into depth of this. We've talked about the smartphone on my channel before. I've told you how awesome this is. And, well, Helium Crypto is a decentralized peer-to-peer wireless network. This is why I say none of this is financial advice. You must go over here, do your own research. I do this for you. It helps. You hit the like and subscribe, and we go over this stuff. It's important to know what our asset, what our money is going into, what we plan on doing. Do we hear FUD? This is all good news, ladies and gentlemen. We now have Walmart involved. What is Helium and how does it work? Well, Helium is a blockchain-based network that connects the IoT's Internet of Things. Devices Helium technology enables communication between the devices while the system sends data across the network nodes. The nodes that compose the network are known as hotspots in the Helium system. The hotspots provide public network coverage and rely on LoRaWAN. So this is big news. There's a huge win for the Helium. I just bought some Helium. I'm going to wait for this to fall a little bit. Looks like it's Sunday. We're going to get a big decline. So instead of going all in, right, being stupid, I look at some of the charts and I say, hey, we're going to get a little bit of a fall, a little correction, right? We got a nice big jump in the last couple days, but news is just coming in over and over. Sean, good morning to you as well. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Hugh. Circle is bringing Eurocoin to Solana. In first half of 2023, payments firm Circle is bringing Eurocoin to Solana blockchain, expanding its cross-chain protocol to Solana in the first half of 2023. So this is all happening in the midst of a humongous bull run for the next halving. You tell me what you think is going to happen. Solana currently at the time of the video is trading $35. FTX will add support for the Eurocoin when it goes live on Solana. Oh, excuse me. We're going to get more bullish news. FTX is now going to support that, said in a statement. Circle said other decentralized finance protocols will have also expressed interest in supporting the stablecoin when it launches. So we have more breaking news coming, not let out yet, but this is pretty exciting. Once again, Solana, ladies and gentlemen, big win for Solana. Pretty excited for that. Google Cloud. Last but not least, a reminder that Google Cloud will soon begin accepting crypto payments. So you'll have more optionality of payments for Google Cloud services. Right now, I don't know if you're really paying attention, but they're hyping up all the news for you. All the news is exploding right now. We're getting so much news that is a positive in this world right now. So now that we got your attention, check this out. Google Cloud is running a block-producing Solana validator to participate in to validate the network. I whisper because don't tell too many people, right? We want to keep this quiet. Insane right now, 1.05 trillion market cap coming down. One of your favorite parts of the channel, right? We talk about total technical analysis. We talk about what is going on. We're looking at a weekly chart here. So if anybody was wondering, what is this craziness? Well, finally, after a big, humongous fall, I don't know if you can analyze the chart exactly the way I do, but I can break it down to you in small, easy steps, right? Pay attention to what is happening. Get rid of the drawing, hide it all, and what do we see? Do you see what I see? Yeah, it's not Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen, yet. But I do see a humongous shoulder pattern, head and shoulders pattern. Remember, this is, my friends, and it could be a left shoulder up there more. I'm probably screwing that up, which is fine. You probably take that left shoulder and lift it up and bring it over here. But we're not doing that specifically. But this is the weekly chart for Solana. So if anybody was wondering, I almost said Bitcoin and probably thought it was Bitcoin at first. But look, boring sideways action. Now, each candle represents a week of time. So you must understand, all the way back to 2022 in the beginning here is just this little bit of time from here to here. Well, we almost did that the entire year, boring sideways action. We spent a good, 6 months? Let's really look at this in depth here. Monday into May 5th, it's now the 11th. So yeah, 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. 6 months of boring sideways action. That's long enough for me to get me excited. So what's going on here now is we're about to start consolidating some volume. Solana is getting some big news. You're starting to see on a weekly even alone that there's some high volatile waves coming up. We'll test that $46. Eventually turn this into support. As you can see, I have here already starting, but this is a weekly chart. It takes much time for this to develop. So you really got to look at your indicators, flip-flop through the charts, and we know, well, on the weekly, we've already come from a huge bull market, and we got to pay attention to what chart we're using, because I'm not a fan of this one. because there's not a lot of time there. But if we go to the daily, you can see on a daily we are on a sell time. I would like to usually sell out when I hit about this top here, and if it's done it in the previous time of this dotted line on the RSI, I'm confident we're going to have a bearish day. So it's fine. It's Sunday. Put that into consideration. I do see the Bollinger Bands opening up, which means I don't expect too much of a breakout. If it's already happening, you can see my Bollinger Bands are coming in together, need to get tight for something big to happen. It's going to take some time for another big move. So probably the beginning of next week, I expect big, massive moves, perhaps fighting its way to the resistance level I have up here. Now, when I say it's going to touch this price, it's not because, oh, hey, it touched it, right? We talk about that. I do expect massive. I expect massive resistance at the $78, $80 level for Solana. So when we put the prices up there and we have this line, it's not for fun, okay? We put them up there. It's representing that you may want to sell. You may want to dollar cost average out. And I just do this for people that don't hear this part. Huge resistance. I understand it's Sunday morning. A lot of people are sleeping. We set the clocks back for some stupid reason because we're not going to do it anymore. But this is the last year we're going to be stupid. Okay. So I don't understand some of the things we do, but I do see a breakout coming here on the daily. As you can see, get to the MACD. I'll see if the MACD is representing that sell-off here. And currently right now, it is trying to flip bullish, maybe perhaps with this big news. Everybody's hearing about the news, right? I'm not the only person probably talking about it this morning. But Helium and Hunt, they are partnering together. So I will look at that. I don't look for Solana to fall too much further. It should maintain that $30 price. I really don't expect that. I'm looking for Hunt right now, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing. And I did. I just bought some Hunt. I bought some Helium right now. Like I said, I bought Helium before I bought Hunt. And damn it, I wanted to go back to that daily MACD for a second. And yes, we're getting this little bit of bullish area right here, but we're going to get a quick bearish divergence coming in. I want to get rid of this indicator here now that I did that and screwed up the chart. So here we are coming down. As you can see, the narrative has been nonstop. Ribbon's starting to get a little tight. Bollinger Bands are getting tight, but I do see a price action. Maybe one more shakeout here. So concerning looking at that, I just bought some, and I'm a little concerned about that. Let me go back. Hold on. So what are we looking at right now? We're looking at Helium Hunt. This was part of the news this morning. And if you can see here, looking at the daily chart, everything mimics pretty much exactly what has been happening here. It's all the same. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to start over. So let's see, Helium. We're about $280 on Solana. I didn't go over it. I apologize. But Helium was kicking ass pretty good right at about the $50 range. I remember this happening. Obviously, this was the peak of the bull market. And now currently, what time would you want to buy? Well, you don't want to buy up here. You don't want to buy here. Perhaps we do want to buy right about here, right? We talked about the 6 months from May on the bottom here, if you pay attention, definitely mentioned, all the way to where we're about right about now, and that's November. So I want you to understand this boring sideways action. Believe it or not, what we're looking at in a 6-month time frame is probably a big falling wedge, perhaps what we're seeing here. So if I take it down all the way through, you'll have to see here, I'm going to get this a little bigger because it's hard to tell, there is a falling wedge coming from the beginning of June here, the middle of June, excuse me, and what I see from here, if we adjust, is we are starting to get the breakout. So we are getting to the bottom, we are getting to that support here. Not a perfect falling wedge, not perfect, but it is coming in. So if you can see right here at this point in time, there is a descending triangle pattern which confused and concerned a lot. It concerned a lot of the crypto technical analysis. I could tell because everyone got worried here, and I did too. I was looking at this, and this small little circle part is a descending. It's starting to resemble, but if you can see here now, building up top a little bit on this downward slope here, we are starting to find, even though it's been bearish here, I expect us to get a price, and I'm going to tell you right now where I expect Helium to hit, and then we should start back off to the races, probably 389. So anyone looking to buy this right now coming into Sunday, could be a 389 or worse. reverse, I'm looking for us to come back and retest to above the 570. So if you're interested in getting into this trade with me coming into the next following week, and I'm off a little bit, 563 would be the perfect price for me. Wall Street Pete's sick dough and crypto, I could find you even a better price to get out sooner, but this is about where I'm getting out, where I want to see this top of the wedge here, that we are starting to currently make a perfect falling wedge on helium. So if anyone's looking at helium, this is a daily on TradingView. Since here, it was scaring people, like I said, but then it's finally starting to get the breakout there. So I'm kind of mini celebrating on this. I wait for the confirmation, of course. When are we going through to that price? When is that happening? As soon as the price starts breaking, ladies and gentlemen, the old support that we flipped here on resistance, as you can see here currently, $4.50. Once we finish and break a candle above the $4.50, you bet your ass we're going to find ourselves somewhere around the $5.60 for this price. So pay attention to what I'm giving you here. This is your buy signal. That is definitely letting you know it's time to buy. We're most likely going through. As soon as we break through this price here, this is going to be a big issue. Keep it red for you so you can see danger. Put your sell stop somewhere below this price. Sell stop at 379. That's a problem. 379, I would put a sell stop there because I don't want to lose any more money. But that's pretty much what I'm looking to do. I'm not even trying to long it at that point. I'm trying to long the first one. As I said, I know it's kind of contradicting, but 389, I expect a nice bounce. Get to the indicator, do a little bit of some indicators here. And as you can see, I do like this nice V-shaped recovery. Looking at the daily, I'm getting new higher lows, resulting in a nice upward move. So upward W coming into play. Everything that is matching this is just telling me it's Sunday. Expect a little bit of volatile wave to the downside here and then a nice bounce to the upside. So like I said, most likely hit the 440 again. Keep doing that a couple times till we break above. Once we do break above it, though, this whole area is gone. We will find ourselves at the $5.60 or at least $5. So get excited for that. Good morning, Naj. I cannot pronounce your name. I apologize. He wants to go over AMP. Well, luckily for you, that was the end of our segment. We got 3 minutes, 2 minutes to go over any asset, so maybe we'll go look for AMP. It's been a long time. We sold our Solana blockchain at 41 cents. I told you that was coming. If you want to watch that video, be my guest. But here it all comes down into play exactly as predicted. Look for a little bit more of a fall down here. As you see here, this shoulders pattern, this head and shoulders pattern, we're getting an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Most likely it's coming now. So as I had this for you, I told you left shoulder, head coming up all the way to 40 cents. We were trading 27 cents right here when it happened. And I said 47 cents, I'm going to sell out 40 cents, excuse me. It hit 41, and the rest is history. We made our money, and I've not gotten back into this yet. Waiting to see if we could buy back at 17, 18 cents. Looking for AMP. I don't see AMP on my previous chart. There it is. I knew I had it. I just couldn't find it. AMP. Talking about long, boring, sideways action, ladies and gentlemen. Another asset you could thank. Obviously, I'm not going to butcher your name too much, but Tashib Yaz. Okay, we'll leave it at that. But right now, currently coming in, if I can see Monday, September, we're talking about a 3-month support access coming in for AMP. And I apologize, I won't be able to do everything, but I will be able to do just one of them. We'll do AMP right now. The AMP payment system has seen a huge crushing blow. Just like most of the rest of the crypto market, it should recover, right? Same kind of thing. The rest of the market will get bullish. The money will start moving around where they think what's the next move. Well, that's what we're looking to do. Currently right now, we are consolidating. We are finding a nice break-even point. Let's analyze this. Let's talk about it. We obviously have a point of direction of what we're looking at. Let's see. We got a 4-hourly chart up right now. Volume on the bottom. Let's throw a little bit of some RSI into the play. Daily. Let's look at it. Daily looks a little bearish, still coming in with some higher lows. Weekly probably phenomenal. Yep, weekly is definitely over undersold here. And then we get to the 4-hourly, back to the 4-hourly. So I'm going to break this down. I want to just see what we're really consisting of here as I break this down, because I've not talked much about AMP in a very long time. Looking for the 3-month support, excuse me. Their 3-month of support is just about lying at 0.00479. If you disagree, that's fine. We're not here meant to agree on everything perfectly, but I do see that currently to be some type of support. So what we do here, you hit the like and subscribe, you hit the bell all notification, and then what happens is we'll go over some assets for you and we talk about it. So we are definitely building a 3-month support. That's the first analyst. As an analyst, the first thing I noticed, I don't want to spill my coffee, let's move that. 3-month support, pretty much understood, right? That's pretty much understood here. We have established that at this price, but what I'm looking at here, I want to see what has been going on. Get some Bollinger Bands, right? One of my favorite, as I somehow backed it out, don't know how. So we're building support on the ribbon here, which is bullish. Before we were flipping, trying to hit resistance on this 4-hourly chart. Once again, this is AMP. So if anyone's interested, we're talking about the AMP asset here. It is hitting resistance over and over. As you can see, the moving averages coming in here. I don't know exactly which moving average it is, but currently not that important that I see currently on the AMP token for the 4-hourly. It's building support at the top of the EMA, currently at the 0.005. So we're getting the fraction of it. Looking to get to about a half a cent, right? This is insane talking here, but I definitely see if we can get a nice bounce off. And now we have to get a nice bounce off the top of the ribbon, which is turning resistance into support at the 5.005 level for this. So what we're going to look to do now is not fall anymore if we are bullish and completely establish some type of support, whether it's quick, whether it's a little bit, it doesn't really matter. We need to establish some type of support on that. It's very important. And currently right now for the 4-hourlies, we have about 1, 2, 3 candles, one looking to fight down, coming back. Here we are as we're live to you right now, bouncing back. This is what we want to do. I'm spending a long time. I'm sorry, but this is not an asset I've gone over in a while. What I see from here is a possibility. Now, don't get too excited, but there is a possibility that there is a cup and handle somewhere in the 5.5. So you might want to take that for what it is. You can see, but once we break that, there's been a lot of liquidity grabs to that price level. I'm showing you right now how important we must pay attention to the patterns that are developing. And as you can see, I got another one coming soon. But there's a lot of touch points. The touch points are coming in at the 0.0055. We'll analyze that price, and I do know that once we break above that price, you are going to find yourself fighting back into a different range. Pretty big range here. We'll get to the daily now that we just did that. Look at this big cup and handle forming. Could take you all the way, ladies and gentlemen, to the 0.007, but then I find myself at the 0.008 for AMP, fighting to get close to all the way to a cent. There's a lot of work before that has to happen. But if I flip out my daily, I do have an old support zone. How long was this on the daily? We'll talk June all the way until about August. So we'll say that was a good, what, month and a half, about a month. So we went down, wouldn't stop, but ultimately what you're seeing is if the boring sideways action comes in and we find ourselves breaking. Now, this could be your cup and handle, so please don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Your cup and handle could end right there. So I'm going to give you 2 cup and handle scenarios. Most likely this is a big one on a daily, but if I get to the 4-hourly, ladies and gentlemen, that's where most of the mess starts coming into play, and that's probably where you're going to find yourself making your cup and handle, and this is it. So this is the trade right here. Not financial advice, just a gentleman, twice as nice, and if you play with crypto, you mess with the devil, right? Well, 666 was into play on there. We'll leave it at that price. Wall Street beats Signo and crypto. AMP. I always give everyone a few levels to pay attention to. This is how crypto technical analysis works for me. I watch the levels. We come here, build major support. We come in. It's a resistance level that builds into support. Once it does that, I know that the bullish momentum, the bullish cycle is coming into this token. Once I hit resistance here and I touch it a few times, we're asking for her phone number at this price. Maybe we're not shaved. Maybe we look like shit. Maybe it's the end of the day. We ask her over here finally the next day or two. We're shaved. We look good. We have great confidence. We surprise her. We take her out for coffee. She says yes. There is no longer resistance coming from this price. She lets us in and we win. It's simple. That's how the technical analysis works. In an analogy for you, pay attention to the levels for AMP. We always do an asset. We always do just one to try and help out our followers. It's a 25-minute video. I did not want to do a video this long. Wall Street Pete's Sick Dough in Crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day we come to you with a live talking about this crypto space, the fundamentals, the macro, the everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we are back from last year, but this is just the beginning. So if the signs aren't really here showing you that this bull market has occurred yet, if you're not convinced, well, guess what? Neither am I. All the good things, all the signs are here telling us, but I really believe that we're not out of the woods yet. It's going to take some time, so I'll see you to the next video. Wall Street Pete's Sick Dough in Crypto. Till the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.